Ladies and gents, we did what Real Madrid could not do, and that is beat Albecete 2-1 in the Copa del Rey. I know for a fact people were hate watching today thinking, okay, they beat Real Madrid, maybe they beat Barcelona as well. But guess what? They didn't. We ended up winning 2-1, and Albacete did have chances to score in the first half, but they didn't capitalize on their opportunities up until the 87th minute of the game, when the game was basically about to be over. And I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little bit scared. Because after they scored, that stadium erupted. But we managed to keep our composure and close out the game 2-1. And that Lamine Yamal performance, bro, oh my God. I talk about him every single week. Glaze, like you guys say, if you will. But he deserves it. Because the way that he has been playing over the past few weeks, his consistency has been incredible. But before I get into the match review, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you're not new, welcome back. Like, share, and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And let's get into the video. Also, if you can't tell, I'm back home from my trip, back in my room filming content. Somebody actually messaged me on TikTok asking me why don't I have any decorations up in my wall besides that. But I actually do have a lot of football related stuff. It's just all on that side. Like there's Messi, there's a signed Jordi Alba ball in a case. There's a lot of going on over there, but not in here. But I will maybe decorate, put some stuff on the walls just for aesthetic purposes. Anyways, let's get into the video, shall we? Let's start off with Ronald Araujo, number 4, captain, back in the starting 11 for Barcelona. Now listen, I have a lot to say about Ronald Araujo. I've said a lot about Ronald Araujo in the past, a lot of good things, matter of fact. But one thing I will say is that I'm very, very happy for him. I'm happy that he managed to get a goal in. And fun fact, before the game started today, once I saw him in the starting 11, I said, you know what? Today is going to be Ronald Araujo's redemption arc. It's starting today. And that it did. Not only did he come back in the starting 11, captain, but he managed to score for us. Now listen, I always thought about Ronald Araujo as amongst one of the best CBs in the world. Back in 2022, 2023 season, I was saying, you know what? This guy, he's special. He's showing glimpses of being a leader in the back. But after he got injured with Uruguay in the Copa America, I remember being at that game. He has just fell off. He fell off completely. His confidence wasn't the same. He just didn't come back the same player. And after that, for him, everything went left. Stinkers after stinkers in the Champions League, causing Barcelona crucial moments in the Champions League. And now he's back. After a month-long break, after a much-needed break for his mental health, he's back and he looks very much in form. He went off the field today because obviously he was gassed. He hasn't played a full match since Chelsea, and that was over a month ago, back in November. And honestly, I can't blame him for being gassed because you know what? You haven't played since November. Now this is your first attempting to play first full 90. And you know what? You made a statement coming back into the team, scoring a goal. The players were very happy for him. Him hugging Flick was so wholesome to me. It was almost like him saying, thank you. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for not attempting to sell me in the January window. Because you know what? This man has caused our fans and the fans a bunch of anger, sadness, especially in the Champions League. But one thing I will stand, because I've said this before, Ronald Araujo, when he is at his best, when he is 110% focused, when he does what he has to do, when he doesn't have these bozo moments on the field, he is a class defender. Hopefully this gives him some momentum and gains more confidence throughout the season in the Champions League campaign. Other than that, I think our back line looked really solid today. Joao Cancelo, Gerard Martin, that save that you did off the line, bro, was incredible. But honestly, in my opinion, I like Gerard Martin more as a CB. I think he shines more in the center back position. Today he played left back, but he still played good in the left back. But I am much more confident when he is playing CB. I think that's his natural position. I think that's where he shines the most. Joao Cancelo, not gonna lie, I was a little bit skeptical on your return to Barcelona because I was like, what's the point? What's the point of having you? But obviously, rotation purposes, you have the experience, but sometimes, you know, defending sometimes ain't in your bag, bro. You're good going forward, but defending sometimes ain't for you. But today, you played a really decent game. Eddie Garcia, I've talked about him before, especially in my last video. I talked about how he has been underrated for this Barcelona team. I think he has been incredible. I think he stepped up when he has needed to. Overall, I'm pretty happy with our back line's performance, even though we conceded in the 87th minute. At least it was in the 87th minute and not in the first 3 minutes of the game, because we have a record of getting scored on in the first 5 minutes of the game. But listen, Albacete did have chances to score in the first half. They weren't able to. They were denied goals. But I never even thought for a second that this was going to be a close game. No. I didn't think it was going to be like Real Madrid. I knew Barcelona were going to win this game. Did I think it was going to be a 2-1? No, I was assuming maybe we scored more goals because considering the fact that over the past few weeks we have been scoring 3+ goals. But you know what? We managed to get the win in the end, and I'm happy and I'm content with our backline's performance today. Moving on to our midfield, Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie. I feel like I am watching vintage Frenkie de Jong. I feel like I am watching Frenkie de Jong from Ajax. Bro, the way you have been moving this season. Wow. Yet again, another masterclass of a performance. Our midfield overall did well, but I think who has been carrying this midfield thus far has been De Jong. He has been moving incredible. I know, again, this fan base has criticized him a lot, especially given the fact that when he was out injured and also when he would come in, he would provide nothing, quote unquote, to this team. But this season, he has been moving insane. But don't get it twisted. When I mean carrying this midfield, I mean post-Pedri. I mean, after Pedri has gone out, he has been carrying this midfield. Because there's one man that moves the midfield, it's Pedri. And me and you, we know that. Now moving on to Rashi on the left-hand side. Bro, I know, guys, I know you guys see it. He misses the same goal every single week. You're in front of net and you shoot wide every single week. Bro, I'm a fan of you. I love you. I'm not going to criticize you heavily. But how is it that you score these banging goals, you score a free kick, and you're in front of net and you shoot wide? I feel like I'm not going crazy. I know you guys see it too. He misses the same goals, copy and paste every week. It's starting to become a thing. You know, if it's not every week, every other week. But for me, in my eyes, he's in front of net, one-on-one. All he has to do is place it wide. Why? Listen, I'm not hating whatsoever because I love Rashi. I've said it. But you know how many goals this guy would have if he would just finish his opportunities in front of net? Like, I feel like somebody can make a compilation of copy and paste the same goals that he has missed because majority of them have been in front of net. But he makes the most difficult ones. I don't understand. Somebody else who makes it very difficult as a player, for me, and the most confusing player ever, is our number 7, Ferran Torres. The guy has to be the most confusing player I've ever seen. I don't get it. I don't get it. If somebody can please explain to me the logistics and the way this guy operates, that'd be amazing. Because sometimes I watch this guy and I'm like, what am I watching? What am I seeing? One day, shark. Next day, fish. Nemo. Literally, I don't know. He's so good at scoring goals sometimes, but he's also so bad, bro. How many opportunities can you have in front of net? How? Lamine Yamal puts it on a silver platter for you, and you miss. I don't get it. And the one that you did score today was offsides. Bro, you can't write this, man. Most confusing player on the planet. Now, saving the best for last, Lamine Yamal, the way you have been moving the past few games, bro, round of applause. The left-footed shot, that curler, that shot, I've seen it before. I'm getting PTSD from another number 10 that used to be on my team by the name of Messi. The way this guy finesses that left-footed shot, bro. Look, he's right there on my wall. The way Lamine finesses that left-footed shot, it's like this guy right here. It's like this guy right here. I get flashbacks when this guy bangs it near post. It's like, it's art. The best player in the world, guys. Best player in the league. People are going to say, oh, yeah, it's Lamine Yamal hype. Bro, no, it's not. No, it's not. If you don't enjoy watching this guy play, you're sick. You are a sick individual. And it's crazy that we are normalizing his performances at his age. Bro's 18, giving us world-class performances. It's insane. But you want to know something, guys? I can't complain. Life has been good. Life is good. Life is good when your team knows how to play football. Life is good when your team wins and you have the best player in the world on your team. This past week in the Champions League for us was generational. Going from 13th to top 5, and then having your biggest ups in 5th, and then go down to 9th. And today, I'm starting out the week with the win. Next round to the Copa del Rey. What more could I ask? And hopefully this weekend, 3 points in La Liga. That being said, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning into the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.